skirt the rules or, ruin the land that we give to them.
Bless you.
So the situation with the pollution in Gem Lake with water gremlin, we've seen similar things with Northern Metals in Minneapolis, 3M, and part of the reason the 3M settlement was so large is because that company has a lot of money, and so I do think that is part of the framework. I'm in favor, when it's appropriate, when we have things that we talk about this all the time in the Environment Committee. Pollution is expensive to clean up. It would be much better if we just didn't pollute in the first place. So, prevention is the cheapest way to deal with this. And so I think that's an important part of that. And so as we're looking at permitting different kinds of projects throughout the state, I think that is a valid piece of making that decision, and our agencies should be looking at that, whether it's putting money up to potentially pay for anything, or it's just kind of making weighing the pros and cons and saying this isn't a risk that we're willing to take for our residents and our natural resources and the safety of a community. So I think I thank you for the question, because it's, we look at the big environmental thing we've been talking a lot about is there's this one of the worst landfills up in Anoka County that's currently leaking and is going to be very, very expensive to clean up. Well, maybe if we would have built that better in the first place, we wouldn't be where we are. And so I think that's always, for me, part of that discussion, is that preventing the pollution not only keeps our communities healthier and safer, but also is, in the long term, economically a better decision.
And I have a bill in my drawer right now to outlaw copper nickel mining outside of PolyMet for the next 20 years, to learn and watch what happens with PolyMet, assuming that there's a lawsuit on that goes through. And understanding if there is ways to do what we're talking about. It's in the process already. They've gone through the permitting, so I'm not going to weigh in on that one. But I am looking at saying that from now on, the rest of those just can't happen until we have a better grasp of that. And why we don't have them pay the cleanup money up front in escrow and let it sit there is beyond me. And so I know there are some remedies like that, but I want to see something more.